You're listening to CounterClockWise, where we duke it out over stuff that nobody cares about. The Deuterino, Bohemian, I already used that one, Bohemian Rhapsody was the first one that came to mind. Anyway, the dude across the table from me.
I like Bro Flacco.
Ooh, that's a good one. Bro Flacco. Bro Frazier.
Yeah.
Mean Bro Green.
Yeah.
That is my favorite brother.
Broba Chamberlain.
Oh, that's a good one, too. Brandon Wise is his actual name.
Yep.
How are you?
You know, we often talk about how weird the brain is.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I don't dream much, or at least remember my dreams.
Dream analysis.
Yeah. Maybe I do, but I don't remember much now.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Right.
You got to write them down.
Yeah. But I had a dream the other night. And so, you know, the Guardians have the first overall pick this year in the draft, right?
Yeah.
And the consensus is they're getting a superstar.
Yeah.
Right.
No matter what.
Right. And my dream was they were getting ready to, draft started. They were on the clock.
Mm-hmm.
And all of a sudden, MLB just came in and they were like, you can't have the number one pick anymore.
They just
swooped in, took it away because they didn't want a small market team to have the first pick.
Oh, this is a conspiracy.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, okay. Kind of a normal dream, right?
Fine.
It's your fears of a small market team, Yankees taking over, whatever.
Yeah. Your greatest fear.
Right.
Is your baseball team losing the number one pick.
Correct. Correct. That's not what happened, though. So, what happened was they lost their pick. They don't even get, literally lost their whole first round pick.
Uh-huh.
Taken over by the one and only Green Bay Packers.
What?
Tell me, yeah. What? Yeah. So you tell me.
So the Green Bay Packers just drafted like a center fielder to play
they got Charlie Condon
safety or something.
Yeah, I don't know. It gets better. I don't know who. I was like the third. Whoever has the third or fourth pick. I don't know. Uh-huh. They lost their pick as well.
Oh, was it the Steelers or something?
No, it was the New York Islanders of the National Hockey League.
What?
I don't. Brains, man. I'm telling you. What?
Yeah,
they don't make sense.
Those are random teams too.
Right?
Who has the actual fourth pick? You don't know?
I'd have to look it up. I don't know offhand, but
I was trying to see if there's any correlation.
It felt so real. It actually woke.
Were you like watching it on TV in the dream?
Yeah. In the dream, I was watching on TV and I was pissed. Like anybody would when an NFL team takes your number one MLB pick from you.
Yeah. Is this another like MLB? I've never watched the MLB draft. Is it another thing that the MLB does stupidly where they do it at like 2 p.m. on a Tuesday?
No, they actually changed that up a little bit. Now they actually do it during All-Star Week.
Oh, really?
They actually like have it on a big stage for fans and all that now. They used to just do it in the MLB studio. And there was like 14 people.
Yeah,
but
that's classic MLB.
Yeah. But no, they actually make a big deal out of it. It's pretty cool now.
Cool.
No, but yeah, so like it felt so real to me.
Mm-hmm.
I woke up, sat there for a minute. I was like, okay, this wasn't real. Still thought it was real. Had to check my phone. I was checking my phone for 5 minutes. I swear to God, I thought this thing was real.
You were convinced the Green Bay Packers
were
going to have the number one pick?
I'm groggy. I haven't really woken up. I haven't really processed what I just saw in my dream, okay? And then when I finally came around, I'm like, okay, that's ridiculous.
You're like about to tweet out, like, this is ridiculous, right?
Yeah.
Why are the Packers drafting Charlie Condon?
I want Travis Bazana. Yeah. Matt LaFleur doesn't need Travis Bazana.
Yeah, but Bazana can't play, like, corner.
You wouldn't know how to use him right.
Oh, man. Okay.
Are you ready?
You are looking live.
They're fighting. They're swinging. Down goes Anderson. Down goes Anderson.
I want a piece of you. I want the whole thing.
Are you kidding? What a despicable act that was. No! Oh, my God. Right through the glass window of the barber shop.
So
This escalated after it de-escalated.
Ding, ding.
But anyways, welcome to Ultimate Showdown.
Yeah, we're switching it up. This is kind of are we calling these like bonus episodes or something? 'Cause
Yeah,
they're kind of outside.
They're kind
the
of like
norm.
they're kind of like our podcast side quests.
outside of the
Yeah.
regularly scheduled programming.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we don't want to get too redundant. So
Yeah.
trying to mix things up a little bit.
So is that just what we're settling on? That was just kind of like what we came up with, like first off the top of the head, the Ultimate Showdown name.
Yeah.
Is that what we're going with?
Yeah.
We haven't come up with anything else.
We
yet.
didn't really brainstorm it. We just thought,
Yeah.
okay, Ultimate Showdown.
Ultimate Showdown. I mean, it fits. Basically, taking like some of the greatest matchups ever.
It's just fantasy matchups.
Mm-hmm.
Fantasy fist fight matchups.
Mostly fictional characters, sometimes real people. Mostly fictional.
And mostly way out of the
lot
box,
of
weird.
Very outlandish.
Yeah.
And just who wins in a fight. And there's certain stipulations that we come up with. But yeah, and that's basically it. We're gonna set it up like it's like a fight card.
Yeah. I mean, and if you disagree, if you feel like we're wrong, you feel like we're missing something, just let us know. Let us know in the comments. Let us know.
Very angrily.
Yeah.
Actually, be nice. I have feelings.
Yeah. I mean, you can be mean to me. I'll be your lightning rod of hate.
Okay. So you just want to go into it? You want to get?
Yeah. Well, I mean, we
down
kind of
and
have
dirty?
to explain the concept a little bit.
I mean, that's basically what we just did.
Well, so we're treating it like, a pay-per-view fight.
Yeah. We're gonna have a fight card. Where
Fight
we have,
card.
like,
we got
kind of
openers and mid cards and a
opener.
main event.
Yeah.
And then we determine we thoroughly go through these scenarios.
Yeah. So we might switch it up going forward, but
Yeah.
basically, at least for the first couple, we're setting it up where I kind of make the card and present them to you, so you're kind of going in blind
Kind of in the dark.
for
yeah.
most
Yeah.
of them. You kind of know of some of them, but not in this one.
Yeah, don't want to be too prepared or anything.
Yeah. Well, part of the fun is
yeah.
having to improvise. So for this one, do you want to get started, or do you think did we explain it well enough?
I think we explained it well.
Okay. So for this one, I was just brainstorming.
Well, actually, I mean, this is okay. We got to back up a little bit.
Oh, this is a special one.
This is our special. This is, we
in
had
honor of Father's Day.
Yeah, we had our Mother's Day episode where we ranked our top sitcom moms, and shout out to all the mothers and mother adjacents
and all those.
Yeah, we're not gonna.
We don't have to do.
We
all
don't
that
run
again.
through it all.
I
again.
actually had to cut that back because we said
we said
of
way
them.
too many. But
Yeah.
so this is our special Father's Day episode, but we didn't want to do sitcom dads and be redundant.
Yeah, since we just did. Mothers.
So we're taking
just fathers.
just fathers, and they're gonna fight each other.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're gonna duke it out.
yeah, like
And-
dads do.
And as I think this fits my pattern of behavior, my MO, if you will. I went a little outside the lines,
Of course.
but you'll like it. I think you'll appreciate it. Anyway, so are we good?
I'm good.
You wanna go for it? I think you were actually like reining me in there. I was just ready to just run, and you said, "Hey, we should probably talk about some things that people aren't going to understand." So I
Yeah,
think
they
that was
wouldn't
good.
know this is our Father's Day episode if we didn't actually tell them this is our Father's Day episode.
They'd probably figure it out based on.
Well, just because we release it
based
on
the
Father's Day
categories.
doesn't mean it's our Father's Day episode.
Well, no, I just mean because of the people I'm about to list. They would have figured out a theme.
Figured it out.
Figured it out.
Right on.
That was dumb. Okay, so I was really letting the brain go, and I was cooking, and then I came up with the four that I wanted, the four big ones. So I figured I'll just mention some dark matches that happened.
All right.
Just because
We're just gonna run through them quick?
I'm just gonna run through them. We won't even. I already came up with winners for them.
What if I disagree, though?
Well, screw you.
Right on.
They already happened. They were dark matches. You can't change them.
Okay.
So, first one is Father Christmas versus Father Time. I think Father Time wins, just like from a magic
Agreed.
perspective. He just got
Yeah.
greater depth there. Father of the Bride, George Banks, versus Father of the Atomic Bomb, J. Robert Oppenheimer.
These are dark matches, and you're already
Yeah.
cooking.
I know. I think I got to go with Oppenheimer on this one. I don't know.
Well, sure. I mean, if you cook up the
I mean, he created the atomic
yeah.
bomb. I mean, all due respect to Steve Martin, but I don't know. I don't know if they can hold up to J. Rob. So the next one, the father of rock and roll, Chuck Berry, versus Godfather of Soul, James Brown.
That's a dark match?
Yeah,
Yeesh.
you'll see why. I'm so excited. This one I said James Brown wins because due to all the back training with Apollo Creed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So far, so good. I agree.
I have Daddy Warbucks versus Daddy Yankee. That one went to Daddy Yankee, in case anyone was curious. We have Uncle Phil. He was a dad, just not a dad to the main character. Uncle Phil versus Carl Winslow from Family Matters. I went with it was Uncle Phil via DQ. There was interference from John McClane in favor of Carl Winslow. So, moving on. I
really thought that one through. I appreciate that.
I had Gomez Adams versus Herman Munster. Odin versus
Who won that one?
Oh, I didn't have a winner for that one. I feel like Gomez. He's a little more mobile. He's got the sword fighting skills.
Yeah.
Herman's just kind of like big and
It's like
although he might have like the perseverance.
But it's kind of like
Got
when
the toughness.
it's kind of like when Big Show enters the Royal Rumble. You're like, oh my god, it's the Big Show, and then they all just gang up on you. And
Yeah,
he's out.
exactly.
He's always out.
Yeah.
No,
I had Odin versus King Neptune from SpongeBob.
ooh,
I think that one's Odin.
that's a good one though.
Yeah.
That's a good dark match, man.
Mm-hmm. I don't know why this. I was just kind of naming dads at one point, and I put these two together: Mr. Krabs versus Atticus Finch, just because they both have animal names. I don't know. It didn't really make any sense, but anyway, those are our dark matches. So our opener today is in the blue corner. We have Brian Mills from Taken versus Paul Kersey from Death Wish.
Oh fuck, man.
Round one.
We're starting off hot.
Yeah. This one I think is actually easier when you think about it.
Okay, explain.
So the Death Wish guy, he wasn't really all that skilled. He was smart,
Right.
but like he didn't have like decades of training. So I think it goes to Mills easily.
I think. That's kind of what I was gonna say. But like Mills, that dude knew how to find an Albanian sex trafficker based off of 5 seconds of communication on a shitty ass cell phone.
Good luck.
Come on.
Yeah. I think he's got it.
Like-
he's got it. Yeah, I think the only way is if
He took on
if somebody tells Paul Kersey, I don't even know if that's how you pronounce his last name. If you tell him that Brian Mills is the one who killed his family, that's the only way he stands a chance.
Yeah.
If he's like seeing red the whole time, and Mills is just in defense mode.
I feel like he always did. He just seeing red the whole time. Wasn't really thinking. Just was like,
he was smart. He could outthink them,
he
doesn't have the technical skills to
Right.
take on somebody else.
For
who's
him,
also
it was like
intelligent.
80% revenge.
Yeah.
Whereas with Mills, it was like 100% revenge, 100% skill, 100%. So like that guy fought a whole sex trafficking gang on a fucking yacht.
Yeah.
By himself.
He knows the weight of an unloaded gun in his hand.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean, I don't. I think it's one of those where it's competitive for 2 minutes.
It's
First,
tough.
It's
He's going to hold his own.
First 2 minutes, the match is competitive.
Yeah.
And then it's Mills is like, okay, this is enough. Enough's enough.
Yeah. He sets him down.
We're gonna show you why I'm Brian fucking Mills.
Yes. I'm going to show you my set of skills here. My very particular set of skills. Anyway, I will find you.
So I think unanimous.
I will kill you. Yeah. Brian Mills?
Good luck. I think unanimous. It's Brian Mills. 7-minute match, I think at most.
Yeah. You want to ring the bell?
Ding ding.
This one's kind of like the cool down from that first one. We have Father Mulcahy. He's the priest from MASH. He's like the chaplain. Mm-hmm. Versus Father Gabriel from Walking Dead.
Walking Dead. All right. Okay. Oh, man, that's tough.
Round two.
It's tough because Father Gabriel was like kind of a big pussy for like 3 seasons.
Yeah. He kind of figured his shit out though later
Yeah,
on.
and he became a pretty good badass.
Yeah.
I think
So it kind of depends on what part of the thing is. Here's the stipulation. It's an Our Father match. The winner is the first to recite the entire Lord's Prayer before the opponent can stand up. So it's basically a count out, except you have to say
It's a last man standing match, but it's
but it's not otherwise it's like the regular rules, like no weapons or anything. It's just hand to hand.
You just got to beat your opponent up enough to be able to say the Lord's Prayer.
Say the Our Father before they get 2 feet on the ground.
Oh my goodness.
So you're not familiar with MASH, but Father Mulcahy, while he seems very gentle,
I'm familiar with him.
But he was actually an amateur boxer.
Okay.
So he's got some technical skill there versus Gabriel,
So here's
just mostly just kind of defending himself against zombies who aren't exactly the quickest.
Fair. But here's my argument for Gabe. Mr. Gabe. Mr. Father Gabe.
Father Gabe.
Mr. Sir
Papa
Father Gabe. Like I said, he's kind of a little bitch in the early season. Early introduction to him, right? Then he becomes more stone cold, basically.
Yeah. He
and just becomes
toughens up.
Yeah, just as like nothing matters but Rosita and my baby.
Yeah.
Right?
I forgot he was with Rosita.
It's so random. Yeah. So I feel like he'd use that. If we're basing that, we can use that similar arc into a fight, right? I think early on he's gonna try to be like, "Hey, bud, we don't need to fight."
Yeah.
And Father
Mulcahy.
Mulcahy.
Yeah.
He's like, "No, just Mayweather, just going off on him." That's.
Do you think he could withstand that though? Being the conscientious objector early on.
I think he could. He's he lost an eye. I think he can handle being punched a couple times.
That is true. He did lose an eye.
So he'll take his lumps and get up. Then he's like, time to beat some ass.
Okay.
I don't know if that'll make. I don't know if it'll give him the win.
Yeah.
That's what we got to debate. But
yeah, I don't know that he's got the technical skill without a weapon. Hand to hand, you don't really see that all that much on the show.
That's true. You know what? This is this is a tough one because I think they both have advantages.
Yeah.
The other one can't come close to. Mm-hmm. But we're not really doing a fight to the death.
Yeah.
I feel like that's all Gabe knows how to do.
It's just put a stake in the eye of a zombie.
So either he would lose and then, lose, right?
Yeah.
Or he would take it too far and kill him, be DQ'd anyways.
Murder is a disqualification.
I mean, it has to be, right? I mean,
I would think so.
We haven't determined if this is a fight to the death, right? This is just a regular fight.
This is just a regular fight.
Yeah, because it's
an Our Father match.
Yeah, it's an Our Father match. So he's got to,
Here's the thing.
But he could kill him, and he would still. I don't know.
Based on your pacifist theory early on, do you think he would just knock a couple screws loose early on because he's objecting to the match, and then just stay down while Father Mulcahy recites the Lord's Prayer?
I think he would stay down long enough to conserve his energy and get right back up at 9, like they do in WWE, and they're like, "Oh my God, I can't believe he got back up." I think he would be smart enough to conserve his energy and not try to get up right away. He'd be like, just take the full 8-9 seconds, stand up and just in time.
Yeah.
Take another barrage or whatever.
9 stanzas, you mean?
Yes. Yes. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. I think you're right. I think he kind of he can probably stay in it long enough early on, getting haymakers from Mulcahy, but I think eventually he starts to see red and loses his cool and takes him out at that point. So yeah, I think you're right. I think I'm going Gabe.
Gabe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ding, ding.
All right. Oh my God, I forgot about this one. I didn't actually, but it made me laugh again. So, again, I went a little fast and loose with the father's thing. This is the Founding Fathers Furious 4-Way.
Fucking Christ.
I don't think we can say Fatal 4-Way, or call it a Fatal 4-Way. So this is a Furious 4-Way of Founding Fathers. We have Johnny A., John Adams, Tommy Jeff, Alex Ham, and James Madison, all duking it out, the four of them, with special referee George Washington, and guest commentators John Hancock and Benjamin Franklin.
This is just a whole...
We just got all the big dogs.
Whole fam damily over here.
Yeah.
Round 3.
You know what? We'll call it. We're gonna say this is in a wrestling ring, but it's no holds barred.
It has to be. That's...
Yeah.
You're going to have to rename... You have to name the four corners.
We got John Adams,
Johnny A.,
Thomas Jefferson,
TJ,
Alexander Hamilton,
Aham,
and James Madison, father of the Constitution. He's double father. He's father of the Constitution and a founding father.
All right,
with guest referee George Washington.
I need to write these down. I keep forgetting what you say. There's so many names you put out here that I forget. Give me your notepad.
John Adams, for those listening. Everybody out there got a pen and paper too? It's the second and third president. Oh, whoops. I wrote Tommy Jeff.
I mean, I would know I would know who that is.
So, I did just a tiny bit of research. Hamilton and Madison are the young guys.
Right.
Adams, I think, is the oldest.
Adams has the chops. No, that's Quincy Adams. Never mind.
Yeah, he's Adams is he's a little chunkier.
Yeah,
he's a little heftier than the other guys. Jefferson is pretty tall, and then Madison and Hamilton are both like spry.
Yeah. All right.
And we also know that Hamilton can spit some bars. So. Yeah. Joking on your own spit over there?
Yeah, I just hit my head on the microphone. All right. I think we have to determine what years is taking place. Like, how old are these guys when this fight is happening?
I think this is like around the time the Constitution was written, which is like 18 or not 18. It's not 18.
No.
It's like 1980 something. 1780 something.
I was like, that was even what?
Yeah, I went the wrong direction. I went from 18 to 19 instead of back one.
Yeah.
1780 something.
1716? 1777.
That was when the Constitution? No. The Constitution was in the 80s, though.
17 something.
Yeah.
For your history majors out there.
Yeah.
Can't figure that out, but I can, have a dream about the Packers taking over the first overall pick in the MLB draft.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah. Anyways. All right. Man, this is stupid.
It really is. So I don't know. I think Adams, he talks a big game. He's pretty smart, but I don't know. I feel like he's the weak link here.
All right. My question first. Okay, there's my next question.
He's also the oldest of the four.
Which one?
Adams.
Okay. Who all owned people of these four? I think all.
I don't really know. I don't think Hamilton.
I know.
did.
I know Tommy J did.
That's the only one I know for sure.
Okay.
Madison was from Virginia, so I kind of assume he might have. I don't know.
All right.
Adams was not from Virginia. He's from Massachusetts or something. I don't remember. He was from up north farther, so he may not have. I don't know.
All right. Let me do a little research here.
I think
this is going to determine.
I don't.
Right.
Yeah, I don't think Hamilton ever did.
So Andrew
But
Jackson did.
I might be wrong.
I'm seeing Andrew Jackson did.
He's not on this
He's
list.
not on the list though.
Yep.
So hey, he's not a special bouncer or something of this match. I don't know.
Well, I don't think he
Special
was.
guest
I don't think
enforcer?
I don't think he was alive at this point. So,
All right,
well, he might have actually, but he was
right.
probably pretty young.
All right. So Tommy J did. We got James Madison. He did.
Was he around?
Although he did condemn the institution of slavery.
Who was this? Jefferson?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, Madison.
Oh, Madison. Okay.
Yeah, JM.
A lot of them did. Jefferson
What?
Jefferson didn't like slavery either, and then he just like kept them all.
Yeah, but he still fathered a lot of enslaved children.
Yeah.
So
Well, that's what I'm saying. He
he's-
definitely kept them the whole time, even though he was saying
Yeah.
slavery's bad, but I'm just gonna keep doing it anyway.
Yeah.
You know,
It's
whatever.
kind of Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, all right.
So are you just like basing this on whether you like them or not? Based on whether
no,
or not
you'll
they
understand
owned
where I'm
people?
coming from here, but I don't think it's going to go the way I want. So, John Adams did not.
Yeah, I didn't think he did, but
Tommy J did. I don't see anything for Hamilton.
yeah, I don't think he did, but I'm not sure.
And then
Because he wouldn't have grown up with it.
James Madison. Wait. Yeah.
James Madison did, but condemned the practice or whatever.
Yeah.
That's what he said.
And then Tommy J was the kind of the shitbag of the four.
Yeah, he had
Okay.
like a bunch.
So
of
my
them.
point. Okay. My point is, I think they all team up on the shitbag.
Okay. Jefferson and Hamilton did famously not get along very well,
There you go.
and Adams and Jefferson too.
So it could be one of those things where
They all kind of team up on Tommy J.
Well, yeah, that. So, like, I think, Alexander Ham over here, and Tommy J, they're duking it out one-on-one while the other two are just watching, letting them tire themselves out.
Yeah. Okay.
And then they all gang up on Tommy J. All right, so this is a furious four-way.
Yes.
It's you pin, and they're the winner. It's not like an elimination match, correct?
Correct. It's the first pin. First pinfall wins it.
Okay. So I think if we're scripting, if we're gonna script this like a WWE match,
Yeah.
here's how I think it goes: Aham, Tommy J, duke it out first, just 1-on-1.
Mm-hmm.
The other two sit back and watch and be like, "Hey, this is great."
Are they duking it out themselves?
No, they're
just,
watching.
like
They're watching it and they
grabbing
kind
a
of
beer or what?
no, they're just kind of sitting in their own corner,
Okay.
and they're just like, "Man, we'll let them tire themselves
See what
out."
happens.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I would assume Hammy here is the face in that duo, right? Because Tommy J's the heel.
Yeah.
obviously.
If we're basing it on current
Yeah.
viewpoints, then yeah,
Yeah.
I'd say he's the face.
So
He's the
you'll see where I'm going with
he's the
this.
baby
I'm trying to
face,
get
yeah.
to my point. So yeah, eventually the heel gets the upper hand like they always do.
Yeah.
Well, then the other two finally they put him in his place,
Yeah.
and
I
that's
think
when
Madison and Jefferson got along. They're both from Virginia, so they got some ties there.
Fair.
So they might have teamed up a little bit.
that's true.
Madison might have been the other kind of co-heel,
That's true, and I think they do the thing where they team up most of the match,
and then they turn on each other.
and then Tommy J tries to get a pin on probably Aham.
yeah, and Madison
Matt-
comes in, yanks his
And
leg.
Mr. Maddie's like, "Hey, bro, don't be
Yeah.
pinning in my match." So then they do the pushing and then the shoving,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then
they're
they start-
trading haymakers.
yeah, and they're doing the boo, yeah, boo, yeah, boo, yeah.
Who are they
right?
booing? Are they booing Jefferson still?
Oh, absolutely.
Even though Madison's also kind of a heel.
Yeah, Jeffy boy here, he is.
This is James Madison's face turn.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So I don't think Tommy J wins this match no matter what.
Yeah. No, he's got too much going against
Too
him.
much heat. It's bad juju.
Yeah. Do you think Washington as the guest referee? You think he's like one sided or the other?
He cannot tell a lie.
Yeah.
So he is as down the middle as you can be.
Yeah. Completely honest.
If we
He's
could clone him or
He's
bring him,
he's got his vice president and like two guys from his home state fighting each other.
yeah, and Martha
And his Hamilton was like his little buddy too.
Martha, sitting front row.
He's got guys on both sides.
Yeah, Martha front row.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then John Hancock steps off the commentator's table, jumps in behind Washington's back, shoves him into the corner. Washington's the old goat at this point, so like he's probably like shoves him. He's like, "Oh crap, let me grab my glasses. Can't see without my glasses." Washington's out for 5 minutes over in the corner of the ring, injured from that one shove by Hancock.
He shoves him into the ring post.
Yeah,
Knocks out his stupid wooden teeth.
yeah, and he grabs like some like copper knucks. They don't have brass yet,
Yeah.
so he's just like wooden knuckles or something, and he slides them over to Alexander Hamilton, or no, it'd have to be a heel. So he slides him over to Madison
Or Tommy J.
Tommy J, because he's been ganged up. That's a good one.
So that's
Meanwhile, Benjamin Franklin's over with his like French girls in the corner.
Yeah,
and he doesn't really
yeah,
care
just
anymore. He's
spreading
not watching the match.
he's just
anymore.
spreading all of his diseases.
He's in a bathtub.
Yeah. That's an interesting wrinkle because I didn't think of the cheating aspect with Tommy J here.
Yeah.
Because that gives him an advantage if Mr. Hancock over here is coming over to help him out.
Mm-hmm. Slides him the wooden knucks.
The wooden knucks.
And he just smacks a haymaker on
I think my favorite thing about this match is we haven't even like talked about John Adams. He's just
kind of also there.
Yeah. He's just kind of the guy
Maybe that's who sneaks in he's kind of the underdog of the match. Jefferson sneaks in with the wooden knucks uppercut on Hamilton, and everybody's like, "Oh no, he's gonna take it." And then Washington kind of arises from injury by being shoved once. Comes over, sees like, "Hey, wait a minute, Hancock's over here doing something fishy." While he's distracted, Adams kind of swoops in, knocks Jefferson out from behind, steals the win.
See, I agree to all that except for who won, because that sounds like a Tommy J thing to do.
Well, Tommy J's the one that had the knucks, so he's distracted with Washington, because Washington comes over and is like, "Hey, what's going on? This fishiness."
Or does Tommy J grab the knucks, tries to use them, but like the John Adams like, "Hey, I'm smarter than that," misses. You think you get the false hope where you think John Adams is gonna do it. Tommy J low blow. Because it's a no DQ, because it's a Furious 4-way. I just think Tommy J is too big of a heel in this match to not win.
Oh, you think he's? Oh, okay. Yeah, I think you're right. I think he steals one.
I think he steals this match. JM's happy that his buddy won.
Yeah.
Right. Those two were the two.
They were kind of buddies, but then they turned on each other.
Yeah. Aham and JA there, they're just
maybe all that happens with a distraction, and then after Washington comes up and he's like dealing with Hancock, telling him, "Get back to the table."
Yeah.
And then Hamilton kind of sneaks in to try to steal one from Jefferson while he's distracted, but then he like goes into his finisher move, and that knocks out Washington again.
Yeah.
And then that's when Tommy J kind of he rouses Washington. "Hey, you got to get up. I'm about to get a pin."
Yeah.
And then he does his thing, and then he steals it.
Yep.
You think that's it?
I think that's how it goes down.
All right. Furious 4-way.
Furious 4-way.
The Founding Fathers Furious 4-way.
Founding Fathers Furious 4-way
goes to Tommy J and the Shondells. Thomas Jefferson.
Ding ding.
All right, and our main event tonight. I think you'll appreciate this one. Two of your favorites here. In the blue corner, we have the I don't have a nickname for him. Jim Hopper from Stranger Things. The Sheriff versus the Sheriff, Rick Grimes.
Oh man. Oh man.
Final round.
Now here's the kicker. It's a lumberjack match, but the ring is surrounded by walkers and demogorgons. And they're only allowed one weapon, and they each start with one. Hopper gets Steve Harrington's bat with the nails in it, and Rick gets Lucille.
Huh.
But it's another one. It's just
I don't know.
Just a one pin, one fall.
I don't even know where to start with this match. Okay.
First off, we have to decide what Rick we're getting and what Hopper we're getting.
Yeah.
Is this like late?
I'm saying
old man Rick.
I'm saying prime versus prime.
So what's Rick's prime? Did he lose a hand in the show?
Fuck, I don't remember now.
I can't remember.
I don't remember. Also.
Yeah. Anyway, he's got both hands. We'll just say that just for prime. So this is like before he grows the beard.
What season did they end with? Like 15?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Like 11, I think.
Maybe. Okay.
Because I think I was on 10 and I haven't watched the last season.
So like his prime was what?
Probably like
three through 7.
Yeah, 3 was the prison.
Yeah. This ain't a democracy anymore. That.
Yeah. Yeah, that was probably prime when he took down the governor. And then Hopper was like, well, He might be in his prime now, like
Yeah.
season 4. He's like the most experienced.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Because like season 2, he was probably like the strongest, most physically fit. But because then he gets fat in season 3. But then season 4, I think it's when he's in the prison in Russia.
Oh yeah. Oh
But
my
yeah,
goodness.
he helps the prisoners take down the Demogorgon. So I think that might be his most skilled, most experienced Hopper. So I think I'm going with that version.
We're saying the experienced version. That's Prime Hopper.
Yeah, season 4.
All right. I don't know where to start. This is
I
a
don't know.
tough one. This is a good main event because it's really a toss-up. It's
Yeah.
as much of a toss-up as you can get.
Yeah, they're both pretty durable. Rick's got a lot of experience, like taking stuff out. I'd say more experience, like fighting things and people. He's killed a lot of people. Hopper hasn't really had to like hurt people all that much, but he was a cop and he was a city cop.
He was a cop, and
He's fought how many of these fucking things by this point?
his experience is protecting L.
Yeah, and the kids and the people.
Right. So
I feel like this really is-
I guess
as far as like physically, I feel like Hopper's takes it.
I think you got somebody
He's
who
big.
I think you got a match where you have somebody with elite offensive ability in Rick
Yeah,
and somebody with elite defensive ability in Hopper.
yeah, where he can just like take punch after punch and just keep
He
on
knows
trucking.
how to play defense, whereas Rick just knows how to just top heavy on the offense,
Yeah.
like overload.
Mhm.
I don't know if he gets tired out because you don't really ever see him tired out other than that one season where they were all just like tired the whole season.
Yeah. Yeah.
The whole season just walking down the road,
Yep.
just tired.
Yeah, that was fun. That was
such,
fun to watch.
Such a
for an
great,
entire
such
year.
exhilarating TV.
Yeah, especially when they got that month and a half off in the middle.
Yeah.
Anyway, and then we also have the lumberjacks outside.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that wrinkle. All right, so can they get in the ring, or
No.
they
They're
don't
just outside.
they don't
hanging
know
out.
how to get in the ring?
They
They're
don't know
just-
how to get in.
Okay. Well, obviously the walkers wouldn't know how.
Yeah, but there's a force field that keeps the Demogorgons out. We'll say,
Okay,
but they can get out. Like they can get out of the ring, but the Demogorgons can't get in.
but they can't get in. Okay.
So if you get tossed out, you got to deal with them. But you do have your back.
Are they separated or are they just all mixed together?
The walkers and the
Is
Demogorgons?
there like two sides where there's Demogorgons and the other two
I
sides?
think they're all just kind of mixed.
they're all just walking together.
Yeah.
So they're fucked either way if they get thrown out.
Yeah. They got to just like swing, throw haymakers to get out of
I
it.
don't.
And then get
No
back
matter
into
no
the
matter
ring.
how much you swing, you're not getting out of that.
Yeah, it depends how many there are, I think.
Well, how many are there?
I'm thinking maybe like 3 Demogorgons and like maybe like a dozen walkers.
Oh, that's not bad. That was a lot less than I was thinking. I was thinking
Yeah.
it was
You were thinking like a horde?
yeah,
Yeah,
of,
no.
of both, and they were
Yeah.
just mixing.
Yeah, because Demogorgons are like big and burly. So
Yeah.
if there was like a ton of them, you're not surviving that at all.
So I mean, I guess they could. Can they get under the ring?
I'd say yes, but slowly. The Demogorgons are big, so I don't know how well they'd fit.
They wouldn't be able to fit. I'm
But
talking.
the walkers are slow. The walkers are slow. The Demogorgons are big.
They're slow, but as we've learned, they can overwhelm you quick.
Yeah, but there's only a dozen of them. So I feel like your best bet would just be to get right
But
back
see,
in the ring.
if Rick got thrown out, he would know. I think he would have the wherewithal to get under the ring. He knows he could grab one walker.
Do you think these guys finish? Sorry.
He could he could grab one walker, butcher him up, cover himself up, get out of there. He won't have to worry about any walkers attacking him. He can avoid the Demogorgons back in the ring.
Yeah.
Hopper wouldn't know how to do that. He wouldn't know you could do that.
Hmm.
So that's got to be taken.
You think he could? I feel like he'd learn pretty quick. He'd see Rick do it once and be like, "That's the trick."
Maybe, but
And
that's
there's already a dead one in the
maybe,
ring.
but that's only if he gets thrown out first.
That's true.
I think Rick would know to throw him out first because
Yeah.
Hopper not gonna know how to do that. Hopper not gonna know that you can do that. See, we're talking
The Demogorgons are fast, though.
That's
Would Rick
true.
know how to fight off of a Demogorgon?
fair. That's another fair.
Because they're
point.
going to get to him before the walkers do.
Yeah, But
You got to use fire.
yeah,
Not a lot of fire under the ring. My other thing was, do you think these
there's
guys...
plenty of fire extinguishers?
Yeah. Yeah. And like a stack of tables for no reason. There's a banquet after the match for some reason.
Don't forget, there's usually toolboxes.
And like spare ring bells. Do you think these guys are like honorable enough? Because it's a one fall match. It's a pin match. This isn't a death match. Do you think these guys are honorable enough to like throw a bat out there?
Oh, I
they're
forgot about the bat aspect too.
When they're about to get like chomped, you're like, "Hey, Rick, I don't want to see you like die at the hands of a Demogorgon. Here's Lucille.
You think they'd
best
both,
of luck."
You think they'd both be honorable in that match? You'd think it'd be a face versus face match where they shake hands at the beginning and end of the match.
Yeah, because I feel like neither of these guys are evil, so they don't really have an agenda against the other one.
Hopper, no, but Rick has shown some very, very selfish tendencies in the show where he would not do that. Especially if he doesn't know Hopper.
That's true.
If he doesn't know Hopper,
he doesn't
know
care.
Him,
he's like, fuck this guy.
I don't remember what arc it was, but they would enter, like if they were before they would accept new people into their group, they had all these
the
strict interview questions.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think he's not just giving Hopper the benefit of the doubt.
How many walkers have you killed?
Yeah.
How many people have you killed? Why? Carl, how many people have you killed? Carl, where's your mom, Carl? Didn't want to jump in at any point.
No, but I was
let
just,
me do the
I
whole
was
thing.
letting you go. No, you were doing a good job.
Yeah, but that's a good point. I feel like Hopper the guilt would get him because he's just like a regular dude.
He's just a guy.
He's just a guy who's seen some shit, but Rick has like seen the ultimate shit and was like, fuck everybody who's not in my little group.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah, I don't think he's gonna be all that respectful.
Early Rick had the empathy.
Yeah.
Prime Rick did not.
How easily do you think Rick could get Hopper out? I feel like he's a pretty big dude to be able to get out of the ring. He'd have to just like have him like stumble and like kind of luck into it. It's not like something where you're going to be able to throw him out. I feel like Hopper's got the strength, kind of the raw
Honestly,
strength
Rick
to be able to get him out.
Rick really had no business beating the governor and or Negan, and he did.
Yeah, I mean the governor.
Maybe the governor.
He was just like a dude, but Negan is like a freaking madman.
Yeah,
and in the comics, he was humongous.
Yeah, he had no business beating Negan.
Yeah. So where are we sitting here?
I'm leaning Rick Grimes.
Yeah, I think I'm leaning that way too. I think he's gonna fight a little dirtier than Hopper.
He knows what it takes to get the job done.
Yeah, you're right. Not even dirty. Just like pulling out the stops.
He knows what he has to do to get the job done.
Mm-hmm.
Whether other people think it's right or wrong doesn't matter because he has one job to do.
Yeah. We've seen multiple times where he just like he just loses all the humanity in his face and he just goes scorched earth on somebody.
Love Jim Hopper. Love Hopper.
He's got the toughness, he's got the strength. I don't know that he's got like the mental,
and I don't think he has the stamina either.
That's probably true too. Rick's been doing this for years.
Yeah.
Hopper has been in prison for a
Screwing
while.
with the wrong people.
Coral.
That scene made me so mad. They're screwing with the wrong people.
Oh yeah.
What
really? Come
you
on.
dorks.
It's 11 p.m. Say the word.
We're literally watching a show where guys, you're trapped because they're gonna other humans are gonna eat you. You can't drop the F-bomb.
Yeah.
One time.
We've literally seen like eyeballs crushed and like faces fall off, but we can't drop a fuck in there.
They killed Carol's little girl.
Yeah. Look at the flowers, Lily, or whatever her name was.
Well, yeah. That's a different episode. But I'm talking about Carol, like season 1 Carol or season 2 Carol.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that one. Yeah.
Sophia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I forgot about that.
Such a good. That reveal, dude.
Yeah. Yikes.
No, but yeah, look, of Mice and Lily or whatever her name was. Like that was That's
Just look
okay.
at the flowers.
That's okay though. But no, can't
Yeesh.
say the F word.
God, they did it on Breaking Bad. That's the same channel. Probably at the same time, same time slot.
Walking Dead used to be appointment viewing.
Yeah. Now it's like something you kind of like. It's almost a chore.
It's 100% sure.
I've watched 8 seasons. I got to watch the rest.
Yeah.
I can just stop now. Although I definitely did.
You
And
want to
then I
know
just
how
came
it
back
ends.
to
You
it.
want to know how the show ends.
Yeah, everybody's just kind of there. I don't know, but yeah, it went really off the rails. I feel like it just kind of went downhill from like season 3 on.
Oh, you think it went on? Yeah, I don't know if it went downhill that early, but
It was slowly downhill, and then it rapidly after later seasons.
I don't know. I think the
4 was the boring one.
well, that was the
3 was really good. 2 kind of sucked, but 2 had moments that were good.
Yeah.
But it was also kind of boring because that was when they first like slowed it down. Because the first season's like 7 episodes or something, and they did like a whole,
Yeah.
That was all it was supposed to be. So they went kind of quick with it, and it was more action packed. And then they're like, "Oh shit, we're gonna make this a whole series. We better slow down." So then they were just on a farm for an entire season.
Remember the arc where they were just like Beth was like kidnapped in a hospital or something?
Yeah, that was weird.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a weird one.
Anyways, Rick Grimes wins this match.
Yeah,
we
you think so?
Yeah.
I think it's close. For
I think
a while.
Rick is
I think he just kind of.
I think he's cerebral enough to
Yeah.
do
He's
what
got
he has to do.
He's
to
got
get
the
them.
edge,
Yeah.
that hard edge.
Yeah. Yeah.
The razor's edge. AC/DC. Ready?
Also, Scott Hall's a finishing move, but
That's true. We are
and the
in
winner,
a wrestling match.
the winner
in
in of the main event of tonight.
Yes. And still, I don't know what kind of champion he is. Rick Grimes,
Demogorgon Walker,
undisputed
champion
of the world.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No. See, I don't know.
Weighing in at 202 pounds. The Italian Stallion.
Jim Hopper, you screwed with the wrong guy.
Hop screwed hop.
Hop screwed hop. Ding, ding.
All right, and that was the first Ultimate Showdown.
Yeah.
I guess I don't really have a little fun thing to say like I normally do at the end of the episode.
WrestleMania ain't got nothing on this.
It's on par.
Yeah.
It's pretty close.
Yeah.
If you liked it, share it with people who also like people yelling about dumb things that don't matter. If you like wrestling or fight night, share it with those people because they'll get a kick out of the things that we said. You got a history buff, they can yell about how we got everything wrong about our founding fathers.
Well, and if you think we missed a father fight that should have been in there, let us know.
Yeah.
And we can revisit it sometime later.
You think Father Mulcahy would have knocked Gabriel out in 2 punches? Then let us know. Yeah, so you can share us. Hit that share button on the thing on Spotify. Give us a review. That helps a lot. Give us a little star rating or write a comment or something on all the things that we're on.
Don't forget to like and share our page on Facebook.
Yeah.
We're trying to be as active as we can on there.
Mm-hmm. So like us on those. Subscribe so you don't miss a new one. You can like us on Facebook. Follow us at CCWisePod on Instagram, Threads, TikTok, and Twitter. And you can follow me on just about everything at Tyler_W. Where can the good folks find you?
You can find me on X at BWise23 and on TikTok at NotTheFakeBrandonWise. So shout out to all the dads,
All the dads,
all the stepdads,
etc. We'll just leave it at etc.
We don't need to vamp about that.
All right, and stay Brolden.
Andrew Jackson, if you're listening.
Calling you out.